So hello everyone, welcome to the new day, new vlog. I hope you have watched previous videos and enjoyed it. If not, then you can go and watch those videos. I'll recommend you to watch those videos. In previous video, I've discussed about my Andorra post-trip experience during the weekend. I did, you can say, kind of a day trip in Andorra, you can say. And one of the important points that I thought that should be discussed is regarding this exam week which is happening right now here in Barcelona in Spain. First of all, for some people who do not know, I came to Barcelona to Spain for my Erasmus exchange program. Various events, various things are happening, and although you can watch events in different playlists, although you can go to Erasmus Life in Barcelona playlist where you can see the entire vlogs in order as well. Erasmus Life in Spain as well, you can say that. But the thing is, right now this period is going on. Why I am emphasizing on exam week is because of a specific reason. You can say, because although I took two subjects which are 6 credits each, I have discussed about them in a separate video as well. So this week you can say every day there is an exam of one or the other subject. Although, as I said, which subjects I took, there is also a specific video regarding it, what I'm taking in this semester, how I did my enrollment. So several topics are covered. You can watch those videos. But the thing is, I'm done with one of my, you can say kind of one of my exam, which was previous week on Friday. And the thing was, we had to give one presentation. I've discussed about that experience as well, what happened and how it was conducted. Although the deadline also got extended, and now we have enough time, you can say, by the end of this week or till certain more days to submit our report. So professor was also quite cooperative of sustainability in green engineering. Now the thing is, the point of this video is to discuss some of the thoughts are there, some of the information points which are related to this exam week, and to give you an idea that what is happening and how is it happening right now with the students, related to the subjects as well. So starting first of all with the thoughts, the thing is, although I have two subjects with me, one of them is almost done. For like the later half we have to submit the report, as I said. The other subject I have exam on Friday, and the thing is, it's going to be, you can say, kind of a multiple choice question exam. In previous week when we had the class of this subject, engineering innovation, you can say, then professor gave us an idea that how this exam would be conducted. Although once I'm kind of done or I'll be doing my preparation, then I'll let you know regarding that experience as well in separate video. But the thing is, for some of my classmates who took other subjects as well, for them the exam is happening throughout this week. You can say, for example, one exam is today, one exam is tomorrow. So this, I would say, is quite different for me from RPTU Kaiserslautern. Why? Although in RPTU Kaiserslautern sometimes we had these consecutive exams, but sometimes there was, you can say, a decent gap between the subjects, between the exams. For example, sometimes 4 days, sometimes even 10 days, or sometimes even a month, you can say. But the thing is, here, if suppose you have all these subjects, 5 or 6, depends on how many subjects you take, then you can say the exams, are one after the other. And one of the input that I also got is for some of the exams in this final week or exam week, although in the timetable as well it is shown. I'll try to maybe show you some in some other video when I'll discuss about this curriculum in serial order, when I'll discuss about my learning agreement and how I got to know the curriculum. Maybe then I'll try to show you all these information points. But the thing is, here sometimes you have to submit the report, sometimes you have to give the presentation for it, and the percentage can be distinguished. For example, maybe it can carry 60% and the later 40% can be tested through written exam, or the later 30% can be tested through written exam. So this thing is happening. And one more point, although for some of my friends who are part of maybe different courses, you can say, I also got this information, this can happen that you have 2 exams as well in a day. So these things can happen based on your course, based on your curriculum part as well, how it is divided. Although once you get the timetable, in the timetable, you can say how we got to know that we'll have exam in this week and what is the timing for it. That's also one of the important points, because we had our lecture, specifically I'm talking about the School of Engineering, then the lectures are from 3 till 7 every day. You can say there's somewhat scheduled in a way. Although when I had these 2 subjects lecture, then only I have to go, for example, sometimes Tuesday, Thursday, sometimes Monday, Friday. It depends on the timetable. This is just an example. But the thing is, in the very last week when we have the timetable, the last week is like, suppose a subject has scored 1, just as an example, then in the timetable it is mentioned 3 till 5 1, 5 till 7 1. So you know that these 1 are together, although once we have the classes in the curriculum, and we usually have, suppose 1 3 class, suppose 3 to 5 1 and 5 to 7 3, so different subject classes are scheduled. But in this final week this is like 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5. So you get an idea that since it's a 4-hour time slot which is reserved, so the exam will happen in this period. Another important point is that it is not necessary that exam will be carried for these 4 hours, because in the previous week when we had this presentation where the maximum time was 30 minutes, then the thing was the time slot was 3 to 7, but the thing is it might start at 3:30, it might end in 5:30, so it can vary, but the time slot is reserved. So that's how we got to know that, that in this week we'll have exams, and it can happen, the exam timing can vary, but this 4-hour time slot is reserved, and somehow you get the idea that you have exam during this particular exam week. I'm talking about specifically for in School of Engineering, for my course that I'm doing masters. Here it can vary based on your curriculum, based on your subjects, or which type of course you're doing, maybe bachelor's or masters here. That's I think one of the important point, that once you get this idea, although when we were giving exam in RPTU Kaiserslautern, we also got the tentative idea of the exam dates, when once for some subjects they are visible earlier, for some subjects you can later on figure that out, that when this exam will happen. But that was the difference, that sometimes it was not sure that okay, in this 1 week we'll have all the exams. That was different. So that is quite different for me as well here, although I have 2 subjects. So again, I'm repeating this. So I have this exam, which is 1 exam left on Friday. When I'll do the preparation, I'll try to talk about that, and once I'm done with the exam, then I'll try to make a separate video regarding how that exam was conducted, because this can be an interesting point as well, since the curriculum difference is there. So there might be some difference in exam, because the lecture system, how they are conducted here, is also quite different. Although one of the point, and I think this is also quite an interesting point to discuss in some other video, that how is the lecture system for me here. So I'll try to cover these topics, and also you can mention these topics in the comment section what you want to know. So I'll try to cover these topics, you can say later on, try to make the videos regarding it, so that you can also get the idea of these information points, and also you can let me know. But these things are happening, and regarding my thoughts, the thing is, since the curriculum is different, some of the things we are for some one of the subjects, suppose we are weekly evaluated through our presentation, so certain percentage is left to give the written exam. So we know for some of the, you can say, submissions that we did in form of written submission, document in form of oral submission, which is kind of presentation in our case, then we kind of, you can say, know the score for it, but it carries a certain percentage, right? There is also you can say a certain percentage for this written exam, and how the thing is, how this overall evaluation structure is there, how the exams are marked. I am not discussing it in this video, reason being, once I am done with my exam, once I have the exact percentage, because some of the scores are not updated, so related percentage, how much they carry, the weightage is also not updated for some of the points. So once this will be done, then I'll try to maybe talk about this evaluation method as well in a separate video. So regarding how it is structured, which carry what percentage, and will tell you, maybe try to tell you that things in detail as well for the subjects that I am taking here. But right now this is the thought which was going in my mind, and I thought to discuss these points with you, because some of my friends have exam today. They have to maybe submit a particular report, or maybe they have to give an individual presentation as well. They might have a written exam as well, and later on the pattern is also shared with the people. Another important point, sometimes you're not given the previous year questions, because this question I asked to one of my professors, and he told that no, you just read the slides and come, although when I'll do the preparation, then we'll discuss these points. But that's the thing, and this is new, this is interesting, so accordingly we are also, you can say, preparing, and different, you can say, students might have exams at different timings as well, because now I remember sometimes in RPTU we had exams in morning, sometimes it's at 8 o'clock, sometimes as an example, sometimes it is in afternoon, but here the time slot, as I said, 3 to 7 is there. So that in this time frame you will have the exam, in this week frame you will have the exam. So these things are quite clear, and different students who are in this examination phase, in this examination week, they have maybe 2 exams in a day, sometimes they have some gap. But the thing is, one has to, I think it is recommended to prepare before, because since the exam can be continuous, so you have, not that much time comparatively. Suppose if you got a 5 day gap or a 6 day gap, like sometimes you used to get in RPT guys slotted, but that's the difference, I would say. Although, as I said, these topics are there, which I'll maybe try to discuss them later on, maybe discussing about this curriculum, the evaluation part, which is there, as I said, what was the metrics for it, and maybe the lecture system, as I said. And also, you have any topics in mind, then you can also let me know. So that's it for this video, you can say, regarding the examination week here in at UAB Barcelona in Spain, you can say, and some of the thoughts and some of the information points that I wanted to share. So by thanking each and every person, I think I'll end this vlog now. Rest, like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye bye, ciao ciao, namaste, chalo, adios. See you in new day, new vlog. Also, you can go to different playlists and watch videos according to your interest. Now you can also go to new launch playlist regarding Barcelona, regarding Spain, to watch videos accordingly. And there are different playlists regarding Valencia, Zaragoza, different cities, different countries. You can watch videos in those playlists whenever you get time.